having been in personnel, so we get calls all the time.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Usually they don't end up being.
This is Deontay Johnson. I want to know, do you have any positions at running back?
And it's just like this. You either choose the streets or you choose better.
A lot of guys, it ends right there. You have to have something deep down inside of you.
I can really make a way out of this, make a way out of here.
I remember telling him the baby didn't ask to be here.
You're there for your kids like your dad wasn't there for you.
He always used to call me and tell me, man, I don't belong on that fishing boat, man. I belong on that field.
Slow grind means just staying focused on the ultimate goal. The process doesn't come fast. It takes time.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Sports Talk 49, exclusively on NSPN. As always, I bring all the flavor and bring in new stuff all the time. So today, I got somebody who had a big game just recently against the Denver Broncos. You might not know who it is. His name starts with a D and ends with Johnson. Johnson's a popular last name. He might have been unpopular. The road he took to get to where he's at. I'm talking about Dearness Johnson. Because them holes is wider than you can run a Mack truck through. Was it the offensive line? Was it Johnson? Well, there was holes there, but Johnson got to find the running lanes. And Johnson, for some reason, people overlooked him for so long, but the guy has produced since playing in college. Mr. All-Purpose. You know what? That's what I'm going to call him. Mr. All-Purpose, because he led the team last year in 25 yards and returning yards, and now he's leading back with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt being down. So without further ado, let me stop hearing me yapping and let me bring him on. Ernest, what's going on, brother? Thanks for joining me.
What's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Oh, always. You're always welcome here. So first, without even talking about football and all that stuff, I want to get into something that I love and I know you love, and I want to get straight to it. I know you're not catching mahi-mahi out in Cleveland. So what are you catching in Cleveland right now?
Nah, I ain't really fishing too much down here in Cleveland. I ain't really do too much. I went out there on the water one time and threw a couple rods in, but I didn't really catch anything.
Was you fresh water in out there in a little lake or stream or something like that?
Yeah. I think they said there's a lot of steelhead, if I'm not mistaken, up here.
Right.
But no, I haven't really been doing any fishing really.
Okay, well, that's my favorite pastime. Whenever you back down in this area in Tampa, hit me up so we can go out there and drop a line because I got 4 poles. We're always ready and ready to go.
What you be catching? What you be fishing for?
Recently, I caught a bunch of sharks the other day. I caught a 6.5 pound red drum. Okay. Caught another 5 pound snook. Of course, you had to throw the snook back. You know how that goes out here. But they put up a fight. You know how they go. But the drum was good and it was good eating. So that's what I recently just caught out here.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta catch you when I get in Tampa.
Oh, absolutely. I'll slide you my number after we get out here, and by all means, just hit me up when you're in the area, and we can definitely do that.
Yeah.
All right. Without further ado, let's get into it, man. Talk about the path to there, man, because I know you're a guy that took the road less traveled. AAF, local guy, USF, took all these paths to get here. And the part that bugs me out is the fact that you've produced since you've had a ball in your hand, but people like you get overlooked. Like, can you give somebody advice that's like in your shoes of this situation and now getting to be a starting back barring injuries, but you earned that right to start and you prove why you should be a starter somewhere, if not in Cleveland?
Nah, like you say, man, a lot of people do get overlooked. It's an unfortunate situation that it happened, but whenever you do get that opportunity, I would tell people that, just keep working, man. Keep working, and when you get an opportunity, take full advantage of it, because you never know when it's going to come again. And, that's what I did. I got overlooked coming out of college, and, I had an incident with the Saints for a rookie minicamp, and that ended up didn't work out. So like you say, I had to get a job and stuff, and I didn't hear anything else back from any other team, like you say. So I just kept working and just kept working and grinding each and every day, so I can when I do get that opportunity again, I'll be prepared and ready to seize it.
Absolutely. And you ain't got to get ready when you stay ready. And clearly you was ready to go on prime time against Denver. Denver wasn't ready. because I seen the linebackers 15 yards downfield getting rolled up by the big offensive linemen you got, but them hog mollies you got down there, and you just slid right on in and put in that work, hop stepping and everything, doing everything under the sun in that game. But absolutely, to get back what you were talking about, yeah, it's just crazy that those things happen. And and I try to tell a lot of youngsters, and I'm sure you do too, that so much politics go in this game when you come from a young kid out of high school, you the stud coming out of there, and then you go to college, you get to see a little bit how the politics go, because a head coach can recruit you, and then he slides over to a bigger program. Now you're stuck in a situation where I didn't sign up for this offense. Now you go to the pros, and then it's a little bit different. Now coaches want to play their guys, GMs want to do all that, but you're making the best of your situation now. You're the lead guy. I would assume you're going to get bulk of the carries coming up to Pittsburgh playing on Halloween night. That should be fun. You guys plan on dressing up in Halloween gear coming into the pregame for that game?
No, I don't put no thought into it. I haven't really put no thought into it. But like you say, basically just keep grinding. That's all I can say. Just keep grinding. Just keep working. To anybody out there, just to keep working. Yeah, it's politics do play in it, but at the same time, you just got make the best of the opportunity when you do get that opportunity. So it won't. Politics can't have no control over anything. That's what that's all I really got to say.
I mean, how was it, with your agent and everybody, you found in your home, you've been in Cleveland since 2019.
Yeah.
I mean, how was it? Like, was your agent always he was getting calls, or he had to reach out to him? I know your agent goes above and beyond to get you there, to do everything, to get you where you at now. I mean, what was that like? What did he always have calls and things like that? How was the communication between all that?
What you mean, like to get into Cleveland? Or
yeah.
No, see, basically, I got a new agent now, which his name is Ashton Wilson. But before I had, things didn't work out with us. We went our separate ways and stuff, and I feel like that was the best thing for us to do, go our separate ways. And I had to, make calls on my own, make calls to different teams, and Orlando Apollo was the team that was answering the phone call, calling them every day, each and every day, just calling them just to, try to get a shot. And I know they probably got tired of me calling them just to, to get there. And that's what we did. We just kept calling every day, and they eventually, invited me into the training camp, but they didn't sign me and stuff like that.
Right. No, it just shows you knew you could ball, and you didn't give up on yourself. And that's what I want somebody who watches this that's young. When you bet, you can never go wrong betting on yourself. Dearness Johnson is a walking, breathing, living proof of that. Got his chance, and he showed out. Now, hopefully, if it's not with Cleveland, sometimes you got to move on somewhere, get that big payday, and be the lead role. Somebody's going to need a back like yourself in the future. But right now, we rocking with Cleveland.
Yeah,
we're going to ride that to the end of the season.
Most definitely.
Now, also, big shout out to your agent, Ashton, setting this up and everything with Agency One Sports Group. That's my, I don't know if you know, that's my main man over there, Ron Butler, down there in the 305 in Miami. So that's a great place. If you're a young guy looking for an agency, these guys are real. They're going to look out for you. I could say it to blue in the face. The Ernest will tell you better than I can. Those guys look out for you. And they're more
family, man. They all family.
Absolutely. Above and beyond for you guys. On the field and off the field.
Yeah.
So speaking of on the field, let's go in a little bit something here. I had to pull up this just for you. Tell me what was going through your head in these moments right here.
See, I knew the third play was gonna be a run play, and in my mind, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a run play. Don't think too much. You see something, just get it. And I knew that opportunity was coming. I just wanted to make the most of it. The guys up front, man, they made the job easy. As you can see, 75, 64, 77, 71. And the tight ends and everyone, you see everyone's on a guy. They made my job easier. And when I seen that hole, man, that hole open up, and I just hit it. And I just hit it hard and didn't think. And
what's up with that hurdle though?
Man, I've been watching. I was watching film on 22, that whole week, and I knew like he he always liked to go low. You know, he always liked to go low. So I just anticipated him going low, and I just timed that at the right time.
That you did, and you definitely heard that. Remind me of old Buccaneer running back LeGarrette Blount, who always used to hurdle people because he ran track out there all those years in college. What was the play call on that? If you don't mind saying it, what was the play call?
It was just a stretch place out to the left. I can't really get out the detail.
No, you good? Okay.
But it's a stretch play out to the left.
And of course, you got a trap play right here.
Yeah, it's
bounced outside.
Yeah, that's a power play right there. You know, we got the pulling guard coming around. No, well, that's a stretch. No, that's a stretch play. Same thing. That's like the same thing we just ran, and right. I cutting it up.
Yeah, you definitely bred them holes, and like you said, your guys delivered on the offensive line. Hats was on everybody. All you had to do was go through there, looking like big Derrick Henry out of Tennessee out there. He's doing big things out of there, especially after that craziness. What happened with the Chiefs? I mean, I know you're a player, and you guys don't really look at stuff like that. I mean, was that insane to you to see that score like that with Tennessee and Kansas City?
That is crazy. You know, Tennessee. Tennessee is a great team in the Chiefs. You know, but you know, hey, every week is a new week. You know, somebody's hungrier than somebody's. You know, that's what happens. You know, you just can't come out and just think you're gonna win a game, and it's not gonna happen like that.
Any given Sunday, as they say, right?
Yeah, any given Sunday.
So tell me, what's the mantra? What's the feeling out there in Cleveland right now? You guys are having a lot of injuries right now. Started off real hot, and then the injury bug hit you. Like, Is everybody like? Are the leaders there? Like, who are the leaders, and like, what are they saying to keep you guys going?
Man, just leaders still being leaders and stuff. You know, unfortunately, it's a lot of unfortunate injuries that's been going on around here. But it gives guys opportunities just to showcase what they got. The next man up. And it gives those guys an opportunity to step up and go out there and produce and put out good film and just make plays for the team. So that's what's going on. I mean, we got a lot of great guys on this team. Those who are injured, those guys are fighting back just to get back out there with us, and we just trying to take it one day at a time and make sure we take it 1 week at a time. So that's our main thing. Just trying to get better each week.
Absolutely, I agree with that tenfold. Like, who do you lean on most out there in Cleveland? Who have you like really? Everybody when you go somewhere new. Who did you really attach to when you got out there in Cleveland?
Man, we stayed close to the running back. Like we just. Our whole running back group, like, just stay close, like best friends with Nick Chubb and one of the other guys here named Dontrell Hillard, just all the running backs really, man. We just tight. We just have that bond with each other, and that's who we lean. That's what I lean on the most. Just when I first got up here, just the running backs really.
Right, because you're not from there. You Florida kid your whole life, and you go up north up there in Cleveland. Now you're dealing with snow and all that. I'm not sure if you ever experienced snow in your lifetime until you got up there or not. I know that's a different kind of vibe, right? Different.
It's very different. That's not, I'll take hot over snow any day,
Amen. Amen to that. But that's usually what happens. You guys stick together with your positions, because I guess you guys work closely together. Besides when you're working Team O or in yourself. Before you got the starting role, now you're slated the starter now, correct? Right, with those guys down.
I think Nick Chubb is coming back this game, so I go back to my role. Just when my number's called, I just got to be ready.
Yeah, I would expect you still to get some carries. How long is Kareem going to be out? When do you expect him to come back?
I don't really know the timetable too much. I know it's out for a couple of weeks, but I don't really know the timetable of it.
Yeah, no problem. It's good having Chubb back, because that boy is a monster right there, and that's definitely somebody to lean up against. Just some of those runs, I'm like, Jesus, man, Joseph.
Yeah. And he's the real deal, man. He's one of the best backs in the league, if not the best. He's one of the best backs in the league, and he carries himself well, man. He's a humble dude and just quiet. You would think a guy like him to be talkative and stuff. No, he's just quiet, man. He just kind of work every day and just work and do all the little things and all the extra things, just to be prepared and just to be the best. It's always from a guy like him.
And he definitely plays at 120 miles an hour. He plays like there's no tomorrow, and it definitely shows that. Jesus, some of those runs. But you were doing the same thing. I was like, when I saw the game, I'm like, yo, there's like literally no drop off. Like when you went from, like, I'm not saying, you and Chubb are the same. I'm talking about, the way that you guys were running the ball. I'm saying, Chubb went down, Reem went down. Now it's the Ernest comes in, and you making big runs like that, hurling folks, doing all types of stuff back there. Look like you playing circle, square, triangle, like you playing Madden right now. And you had a big game like that. I was really looking forward. Well, like I said, I still believe you're gonna get your carries this week.
Yeah.
But it's good that that everybody got to see that. Like more importantly, like in the future for you, I'm looking forward. But let's just finish this thing out in Cleveland. How are things with the wide receiver situation with Odell and Jarvis Landry? They've been banged up. Odell coming back now.
Yeah. I mean, everyone been like you say, everyone been banged up, man. We just hoping for a speedy recovery with those guys. Those guys come in, get treatment every day just to make sure they can be out there on Sundays and stuff. I mean, the wide receiver group, they're pretty deep. We got a couple other guys that can step up and play that role, like as you seen that Donovan Peoples-Jones, Rashad Higgins, Demetri Felton, all those guys, when they get their opportunity, they just try to make the best of it. So I mean, it's always great to have O and Jarvis on the field together because like those two are one of the best two receivers in the
absolutely
NFL. So you can't complain when those guys on the field. We need those guys.
Definitely, you need your whole team because in that division is pretty tough. Pittsburgh, it's kind of up and up. Ravens kind of got, a little spanking on Sunday. They got kind of a wake-up call. Division is pretty much, still kind of toss-up right now. You guys could come back with guys getting healthy right now, coming into the later half of the season. So you guys can definitely make a push and win that division and win the division and move on to postseason play, playing in the later part of the year in the playoffs.
Them division, them the ones that count the most,
they count for two.
Yeah,
they count two.
So this week, we really need to win this game. It counts a lot. We haven't really played no divisional game yet. This will be the first, so we just gotta go out there and make it happen.
I mean, what do you think how the game's going to go? What are your predictions in this game? Like, what do you see in Pittsburgh's defense that you think that you or Chubb can take advantage of in this game?
I mean, overall, they're a great defense. I can't lie. They got a lot of great players on their team. The linemen, the defense linemen. T.J. Watt. He's good. He's good as hell. But they got linebackers like Kevin Bush. He got hurt last year, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's right.
Back now again. So and they also added Joe Sherbert. He played with us here in Cleveland before. The defensive backs are pretty good also. So overall they have a great defense. It's gonna be a challenge, but we're always up for the challenge.
Absolutely, you guys are up for that, especially after what you guys did to him last year at the end of the season, coming into the playoffs after Claypool and those guys got caught talking a little bit of smack on the phone and stuff like that. But we won't get into that. Everybody knows how that ended. But
bring it this year. They're gonna bring it.
Oh yeah, they got something to prove because they feel like you guys are little brother. They said they've been beating up on you guys for so long, and Cleveland said we kind of had enough being the pushover in the division.
Yeah,
that's hence why you guys made postseason play. So a lot of it's in your own control, staying healthy and taking care of what you can take of. I know Mayfield's got a lot on his shoulders, taking over that franchise, losing his back. So just a lot's happening for a young QB like that he's got to learn to step up and be that leader. And, everybody has their doubts about it. I mean, that's the league. Everybody has their expectations, everybody. And I know you players do it. You guys don't really listen to all that. You guys control what you control. But, I know it's a lot riding out there for Baker, especially dealing with all these injuries and then got to come in, did this tough division as well and win and compete. But you mentioned TJ Watt. I mean, you feel comfortable pass blocking him if he comes around the edge? You think you can handle yourself?
I mean, I'm capable of doing it. I'm just, if I have to block him, I got to step up and do my job. It's football, and I can't allow my man to make a play on the quarterback. So if that's what it takes, I got to do whatever it takes to make sure you don't the quarterback.
Absolutely. I mean, he's gonna put up a little more fight than a Mahi Mahi. He's a little bit bigger than that, but
You know, I already know he is.
and then he got that bag. He secured the bag this offseason too. Got that big payday. I'm waiting to see that for you. We finish this season strong, see what happens in this offseason, see where you end up. See if you stay in Cleveland or go somewhere else. I'm pretty sure you're probably gonna pick a warm team or a dome stadium, but we won't talk about that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that matchup and seeing how you guys do there. I know you got Ben out there. You still got the offense, and then you got the defense, like you said, Devin Bush coming back. You got T.J. Watt. You still got Hayden out there in the corner. You got the young guy at safety to trade. His name slips my mind. Ended up trading. What'd you say?
The young guy at
Fitzpatrick.
Yeah,
you got all these guys out there, young Steeler defense. But I appreciate you jumping on, Ernest. Like I said, I don't want to take too much of your time. I said, is there anything you want to shout out, you want to put out there? I know you got stuff in the community. You want to shout out your peoples. By all means, shoot it out.
Just go grab some slow grind apparel. Just slow grind, stand focused on the ultimate goal. Sometimes the process doesn't come fast; it takes time. So you guys can go grab some of that apparel at slowgrindapparel.com.
Absolutely. Now, I'll post that in the description box for y'all, and it should be rolling on the bottom of the screen, so you guys check that out. Follow the Ernest on social media. If you got questions and stuff like that, you can follow me and ask questions if you need to, but make sure to check that out. Check out the Cleveland Browns and Ernest Johnson. As you guys know, he is, as advertised, Mr. All-Purpose. Yes, I'm giving him a nickname. He's Mr. All-Purpose. I don't care. Nobody has it, so he's Mr. All-Purpose, and I appreciate you jumping on here, giving me that all-purpose attention out here, talking about the Cleveland Browns and what it takes to come from the bottom all the way to the top. Well, we on to the top yet, but we getting there. You always got to have something, a next step, with small victories, as I always say.
Man, you're right. Small victories. Yeah, we on our way, man. We just got to keep working and keep grinding.
Absolutely. So this is the great all-purpose, the Ernest Johnson. I'm Blake Anthony. We'll see y'all next time.
All right, thanks. I appreciate it.